It's been a while since I made a video, but I was using a couple of things that I bought rather cheaply at Amazon in the past, and I have used several times and have found to be really good values. So the one thing is, this morning I went to start the Red Baron. It'd been sitting for a couple of months. Battery this morning was cold and just whirr. So I had to break out this little Gooloo GT 1500, which I had bought for about 40 bucks. And I've used this several times because I have way too many cars, and they're all like old cars, like my 94 Nissan, and of course my 82 BMW, and started right up. So make sure you always keep these charged, of course. So I had it charged in my wife's car, broke it out, boom, started right up. So for 40 bucks, that's a lifesaver. So then I went, and now I'm charging the battery with this NexPeak little charger, and I bought this at the time for about 25 bucks, and I've used it since I travel for work and the cars sit for a long time. I end up using it all the time. I come back, the batteries are low or they're dead, I hook it up to the charger, and then I'm good to go. So this thing was about 25 bucks about a year ago, and I've used it so many times. Right now it's $39.99. I'll put the link below, but I think it has some coupons that brings it down to about 25. So as far as this battery booster, so you just hook that up to the battery, and you start it. If it does have a little boost button, so if your battery's so low that it doesn't really detect, just press this little button and it'll turn on and put out the output, even though it's not detecting a battery. And then this NexPeak, you can see it cycles. It's putting out 15 volts, 3 amps, because it's been charging for a while. So it starts out, I think it's at a 10 amp max. So it'll start out higher, and then as it gets close to charging the battery, it tells you where you're at, right about there, and the amps go down. You can use AGM and gel batteries. I don't know what batteries. It comes with instructions. You can use a motorcycle battery and a repair mode that I have no idea if it works, but for charging my regular batteries, it's worked absolutely great for so cheap. And then the last thing that I use quite a bit on my car that I found out to be inexpensive and really good, this is very accurate, is this Etenwolf tire pressure gauge. And I think this was about $20. Can't remember, but has a little light. I found this to be very accurate. So just going over some not very well known brand stuff that have turned out to be very good over time. I've had this one for at least a year. I've had this one for a couple of years, and it still works. I used it this morning. This one I'm using today, and I've had it for over a year. I don't know how many times I've charged batteries on that thing. And then this one I've had for about a year. So, you know, I use it and put it back on its little case, fill up my tires and whatever. So none of these are sponsored. These are things that I just bought and found to be good myself. So just wanted to share, and see you next time.